Now, she's worked with some of the biggest names in the music business, and her voice can be heard in songs such as Circle of Life from The Lion King or even Blur's Tender. And after years of doing backing vocals, Stephanie Sounds is now ready to take centre stage for herself, just launching her debut release. But before we talk to her, let's have a listen of her brand new tune.
Starry-eyed and the room is spinning. Is this the feeling I've been missing? I'm starry-eyed and the room is spinning. I could grow to love this feeling. So make a toast and drink the water. Let's hope everything will be clearer. Make a toast, drink the water. Everything starts to feel much better.
Excellent. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in. And first of all, it's very clear. You've got a very soulful sound to your voice.
Yeah.
And I understand that stems from when you were about 9, when you first started performing?
Yeah, well, I was born into church, of course, and singing in a gospel choir. I'm from a musical family. And so, yeah, I started really young, singing in the choir, learning how to use my voice, learning from singers that are much older and better than me as well, which also really helped. Kind of really pushed me to kind of, you know, try and keep up, really. And it kind of spiraled from there, yeah.
Fantastic. And as we said in the read there as well, even if people maybe don't recognise your face, they might recognise your voice.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully they will now anyway. Yeah, definitely.
And that's it. I mean, you've done some incredible things in your time as a musician. I mean, say you've worked on The Lion King, you've worked with some big name acts as well. I mean, tell us some of your favourite people that you've worked with.
I think my favourite tour was actually with Faithless. It was a completely new genre to me, that electro house music, and it was live as well, which I think is quite a unique thing. And it is amazing. You know, I got to do just a short tour with them, about 6 months, and I just learned so much about the music and just about myself, because I was singing also at the front of the stage. I wasn't at the back for the whole thing. So it was quite scary as well. You had like 90,000 people and I'm there at the front in like a sequin dress, you know, about to sing some electro stuff. It was completely different, but really, really enjoyable. I really learned the most, I think, from working with them, yeah.
And now you've kind of caught the bug from being at the front of the stage and you want to do it full time.
Yeah, I think I've always known that I wanted to be a solo artist. When I was younger, I used to kind of have my band. I was 14, 13, going around different churches and gigging and stuff like that. So I've always known that it's something I wanted to do. I think it just took me some time to just find myself a bit, I think, and just to work on my sound. And now I have it, and I'm ready to go. Yeah.
And would you say then, by kind of helping with these other bands and other artists, it's kind of made you a bit of a musical chameleon? You're able to kind of adjust your style depending on your mood, almost.
Yeah, it's important actually in this job that you can sing for anybody. So you have to learn how to blend and how to work with someone else's sound. It's not always just about how you sing. But yes, that helps me with my own music as well, which I'm quite grateful for, because I love all kinds of music. And so those different influences are going to pop up at some point. So I'm glad that I can kind of go with it, and it feels quite natural.
Excellent. And we were talking a little bit beforehand that actually you're multi-talented. You're not just a beautiful singer, but you also have your own clothing range as well.
I do, yeah, I do. I kind of started sewing about 4 years ago. I've always loved fashion, and I got a friend to teach me how to use the machine and do some bits. And I just carried on teaching myself, and I fell in love with African prints. So I started using those, and now I've got an online shop, and I kind of sell at markets and stuff like that. And yeah, just kind of using my creativity for something else that I love.
So you kind of have sometimes caught backstage, hang on a minute, I'm just going to finish this cross stitch. And
well, yeah, it comes in handy if I have a hole or something like that, or someone else needs something fixing, I can do it. So it's a handy skill to have, I think.
I can imagine you've got this elaborate costume, you're just about to go on and sing. It's like, hang on a minute, I just need to sort this button out.
Yeah, literally. Yes, anything could happen.
And so you find actually that kind of the passion and the soul that you have in your music transcends into your clothing range as well then?
Yeah, I think it's just expression in another way. I love to dress up, and I love fashion and different cultures as well. And I think it's important as a person that you kind of wear your personality in your clothes. And I think I love that. And so, you know, learning how to make clothes felt quite natural and difficult at the beginning. A lot of late nights. But it feels right that I can mix now. You know, I can make my own clothes for stage, all that kind of stuff, and if my band want anything, I can sew them something. You know, so the look is there, and yeah, I like that I can do that.
But then it's late nights and too, because you've got the late nights for the sewing, but also the late nights writing the songs, preparing the music.
So it's just general late nights, just all the time, yeah.
But you certainly seem, by the smile on your face, it seems that you thoroughly enjoy both assets to your life in that regards.
Yeah, I do. I think it's you know, it's so different from everyday life, you know, when you're at home and, you know, you've got kids, school run, cooking dinner, but then you go and you get to be on stage and you get to sing songs that you love, and it kind of takes you to a different place. So yeah, it's something that is always going to make you feel happy and kind of make you feel alive in that moment, definitely.
And of course, as I say, you've got your name attributed to some quite iconic songs working with other people.
Yeah.
But the hope then for the next step is your name attributed to your own big songs.
Exactly.
And are you hoping, I mean, maybe some more film soundtracks in the pipeline, or are you going to go along with the straight music, so to speak?
Well, you never know. I feel like I want my music to be everywhere, really, and I hope that people like it. So if the opportunity comes where I can have my music for scores and, you know, different films and different projects like that, then yeah, I'm definitely open to it.
Maybe do the jump across and become an actor as well, just even more talented.
I could not take myself seriously enough to be an actor. I cannot. I think I'll stick with the fashion, I think. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, if people want to get hold of your fashion or indeed your music, what's the best way to find it?
So for my music, I have a website, stephaniesounds.com, and obviously social media, Stephanie Sounds everywhere. And for my clothing, it's So London Boutique. So,
fantastic.
yeah.
Excellent. Well,
You'll
so you
find
can
me.
get your sounds and your threads going on as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.